NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed, fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Sonic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Green, triple C. Green, triple C. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the gun, Winston. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Again, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. Able to spin free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. A very solid gain of 27. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Now Ryan on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and short yardage. Winston. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, Tuesday. 11, 21. Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
We got three. Ready?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 60 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They get it to him running left. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what?
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Let's convert.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They go play action. Winston.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher.
Throw on a line. He's got plenty of arm to do it.
Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Green, triple C.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try to stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off the play fake, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Winston now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Winston. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
12. Hey, south.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
20. 11. 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Winston and the Bucks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And so how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play fake. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jameis again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Barner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Falcons now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. A strong running. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, 5-0. Ready? Black 22's hot. Black 25's hot.
Following the interception, Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Sonic!
Jameis now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Jameis on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Nassib. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Ready, black, 22. Green, triple C.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance.